JJ the CPA here. Hope you're doing well. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Let's talk about this new payroll tax deferral. Many are calling a payroll tax holiday. It is definitely not a payroll tax cut. It is for the employee's benefit. And what it is this: the withholdings of the Social Security tax, the 6.2%, does not have to be withheld from September 1st, 2020 through the end of the year, 12/31/20. However, that same amount that was not paid in during these 4 months needs to be repaid by the employee during the first 4 months of 2021. Now, the wages that this applies to, in essence, is any wages being paid to the employee, but it is a maximum of $2,000 a week of wages that it counts towards. So if somebody were to make more than $2,000 a week, then this deferral, or the withholdings not needing to be required for Social Security tax, would be not required then for the first $2,000. Now, this is a reset for each payroll period in essence, so that you are really looking at this as $8,000, if you will, a month, $2,000 if bi-weekly. The thing to note here is that whatever's not withheld is repaid. The net check for the employee, you, will go up by 6.2% in the last 4 months of 2020, but then your net paycheck will go down by 6.2% in the first 4 months of 2021. If you or the employee is no longer at the same employer that this was exercised with, then the employee will have the responsibility of ensuring through a new employer or with arrangements made with the IRS to get it repaid by April 30th of 2021. Interest and penalties start to accrue for any amount not repaid by them. For the employers, the IRS came out with guidance here Friday evening, but what was not included is how to report this on Form 941, W2, W3, Form 940. So further guidance to come from the IRS on that. What you want to track now is what wages did you, as the employer, not withhold this 6.2%. This doesn't save the employer anything, because the employer who pays the employee $1,000 is still going to have to pay that employee $1,000. The employee is simply not, if elected, to have the 6.2% withheld. So the employee would have an increase to the net check of $62 in that example, but the employer is still going to pay the $1,000. You're not required to participate. The employer is required to participate if the employee requests. So for me and for my clients, I am recommending that they inform their employees of this, but not necessarily discouraging, but making sure the employee is very much aware that whatever is not being withheld in the first 4 months is going to have to be withheld, repaid in the first 4 months of 2021, because in essence, it's a zero-sum game. Who this might really benefit would be those that have a 2-income earning household, and one of those individuals that's making a living is either making less or has no job, and so this temporary relief will provide some additional monies going towards expenses. So much more to come from the IRS. So what you'll want to do, if you haven't done already, is subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would very much appreciate that. And then for those that are subscribers, I so much appreciate you, much love. And know this, in the body of this, I have 3 links that you would be interested in. The first one is to the memo put out by the IRS here Friday, going through the guidance on this. The second link is to another video that I go through this in much more detail and run through a number of examples on a whiteboard. And then the third one that you might be interested in is, if you can see behind me, I just published my second book, Cracking the CPA Code, which is in essence increasing your abilities to get referrals from others. If you buy the book by going to Amazon.com, just search JJ the CPA, buy the book, email me a receipt, and I will put you in a drawing to win $1,000 on September 11th when I draw one name out of the pot for those that bought the book up until that point, and you'll win $1,000. So I'll be doing that during my live show Friday, September 11th between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Be easy way to get yourself in the running to win $1,000. All right, hey, thanks for tuning in. Again, I'd love it if you'd subscribe, and then don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me. Have a great day.
Jay is the master locksmith, cracking the CPA code. Competition ain't never sweating in. Cracking the CPA code. Now you ain't got no competitors. Get a JJ the CPA if you wanna boss up and get paid. All you gotta do is unlock one relationship with one CPA. The combination to money making, we got this. JJ the CPA is the master locksmith. That's how we get it. If you did it, then now you'll know. We gon' crack the CPA code.
Crack the CPA code.
The